Hi YouTube, I just wanted to put a quick video together. I've been seeing a lot recently, a lot of people saying that their local coin shops are out of junk silver, out of 90% silver, and that may not necessarily be the case, and I want to have a quick discussion about it. Before we get started, I just wanted to ask you guys if you've been watching Big Silver One's videos. I can tell you I have. The guy he's been in the game for a long time, and he has a wealth of knowledge to share, and I think he has a lot of fun putting his videos together. It sure seems it, and I have a lot of fun watching him. He comes from a time where you didn't sit at a computer desk and click add to cart and have shiny encapsulated bullion delivered to your house, right? You had to actually go out and beat the bushes a little bit, establish relationships, and there's a tremendous amount of value in still doing that and thinking old school. And he's a master at it, so I really enjoy watching it. So the price of silver dips, and you want to add to your stack. The problem is you go to your local coin shop, and you ask him to look at some junk silver, some 90% bullion. He's out of stock. Doesn't have a thing. Is that necessarily true? It's been my experience that local coin shop owners will pull their inventory during sharp moves down. Why would they do that? Well, understand, guys, that they're operating on a very tight margin, especially for bullion. They make most of their money in numismatics, whereas there's quite a bit of markup there. When they buy something, especially when it's unslabbed, they may grade it lower than what they would actually sell it for. And there's a lot of wiggle room there. But with bullion, if you go in and sell a roll of 64 Kennedys, they would actually pay you pretty close to spot, and then they'd be selling it for spot. Really tough to make a lot of money there, especially when it goes down 10%. I think of silver bullion, or actually the premium silver, a lot like I think of the price of gas. Okay, it's basically the price of the bullion is very sticky. Silver may go down $2, but the kooks don't go down $2, right? The lunar snakes don't go down $2. It goes down a lot slower than the price of silver. If you're watching CNBC in the morning and you see the price of oil is down 2%, you know that the price of gas is not going down 2% for a long time. It'll take a while to reflect that. Now, if the price goes up 2%, you bet your bippy that the price of gas will be going up quickly. Okay, that's just the way it works. And premium bullion is kind of the same way, right? The price of silver goes down, but these snakes, they stay pretty solid. So what I like to do is, I feel like if you're trying to buy the dip and then you buy premium bullion that didn't really dip much, you're kind of diluting yourself. You didn't really buy the dip. You bought more silver, you added to your stack, but you didn't buy the dip. If you can get it close to spot, which 90% usually is, then you're truly buying the dip. But what if he's out of stock? Or what if his premiums have been raised? When you're running a business, you can't have a reputation for having high prices. You'll go out of business really quickly. And if they just raise their premiums, people are going to go in there and see the expensive prices and just kind of scoff. So the best thing that they can do sometimes is simply pull their stock and wait. And wait for other customers to come in and sell them some more. And then they can kind of get things going again. These guys have a building to pay for, they have utilities to pay for, they have employees to pay for, they have insurance to pay for, and oh, by the way, they need to pull a paycheck too. Bullion is a razor-thin margin. If you think about what they buy this stuff for, and then they sell it for spot, there's not a lot of wiggle room there. To take a 10% bath in a week or two is really hard. If they have $20,000 in silver inventory and they take a 10% hit, they just lost $2,000. They can't be in the business of just washing money. So they're going to pull their stock. So one way to test that out, test that theory out, is go to your coin shop. If you know the guy, well enough, tell him that, well, I was just really in the mood to buy something, and I'm willing to pay a 10% premium for an ounce of silver. If he's able to go out back and pull out a $1.40 face value for you, and you basically promise him that you pay a little extra, then he's just hiding his inventory. Now, it'll cost you $3 extra to find out this information, but that's pretty valuable information. You'll know how your coin shop guy operates. And like I said, once they get some new inventory in, their prices should resume to normal activity. But in the meantime, what can you do? Well, I would suggest looking for deals online as far as things that are you see if the premiums have shrunk at all, or you know what, just talk to your coin guy and say, next time you get something in, can you give me a call? And then you can buy it then. But in the meantime, like I said, if you're just going to go out and buy a roll of pandas when they didn't really go down as fast as the price of silver, you're not really buying the dip as much as you think you are. All right, guys, just a quick one. I don't think the coin shops are out of 90% like everybody's saying. I just think basically they're not willing to part with it for this price. But as people sell them more, and they do on a regular basis, every time I'm in my coin shop, I'm struck by how many people are in there just kind of selling stuff. Our coin shop acts as a We Buy Gold place too. They actually pay pretty good prices, but they send a lot of stuff off to the smelters. And I'm always struck by that. But once they get some more inventory in, they'll be doing business as normal. If 28 is the new normal, then you'll be able to add to your stack. But on these sharp moves down, you may not be able to get that dip as much as you think. Okay, talk to you later.